Da-da-da. Good evening and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View. It's been a while since I have done an update at this time of night. It's been summertime, it's been July. Get over it. It's all about having a bit downtime at this part of the season because let's face it, once the season kicks off, we get back into it at this time of night. We get back into it big time. And there's some good news tonight and there is some bad news. Yes, Martin O'Neill tonight feels like every other Celtic fan out there. Martin O'Neill feels like he's one of us, waiting and waiting and waiting. Martin O'Neill waiting on transfers, waiting on a phone call from Michael Nicholson to say, Martin, guess what? I've done the deal. Martin waiting on a phone call from Chris Mackay. I've agreed to allow you to spend the money. Martin O'Neill waiting, hoping for better players. Yes. Martin O'Neill looking completely fucking pissed off. Look, okay, I may use foul language on this channel. I need to shave. But I think it's the way that most of us would speak when you're looking at Martin O'Neill. I know that there are a lot of people out there saying, look, you shouldn't swear on this platform. And there are kids watching. Well, the average age of the channel, they should know better. But anyway, there's a bit of other news as well. Anthony Joseph has put out this evening again. He reported this on the 30th of June. He said an update regarding Celtic forward Dyson Maeda, as if we needed one. We know he's going to leave. Dyson Maeda has revealed a strong desire to play in the English Premier League. The Japan international has entered the last year of his contract with the Scottish champions. Scottish champions, remember that? Yes! Bring on your hearts, the Hibs, the Rangers. Ah, yes, we all know we won the league. And never forget that. You. Yes, you. Right, you there. And you as well. Don't forget it. We won the league. You may think we cheated. We won the league again. Fly the flag, fly the flag. We won the league again. Anyway, and tomorrow night Celtic take on a little Portuguese team. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But Celtic forward Dyson Maeda has confirmed again that he would like to leave Celtic. We all know that, but Sky Sports' Anthony Joseph is talking about it. Anyway, and another bit of news, there is a striker at Celtic. And like all young strikers at Celtic, they're meant to be the next big thing. But the thing is that he's a wanted man. Celtic have had an interview with Sean Maloney. I'm going to be cheeky and I'm going to listen into the Sean Maloney interview.
With us here in Portugal. First of all, from your point of view, how has pre-season gone so far?
It's been hard. It's been good for the players. I'd imagine it's been quite difficult. We've done a lot of sessions now. We've got sort of like different groups of players. We've got some of the more senior first team players. We've got a lot of the B team boys and a lot of boys that maybe came back to us from loans and things like that. So I think the younger ones have found it really, really tough. But it's been good. It has. It's some of the young players. It's the first time I've seen them up close for a prolonged period. So yeah, it's been good. Yeah, it has.
When you say it's been tough,
he's not really giving much away, Sean, is he? He's a man of very little words. Just it's been good. It's been good. It's been good. It's been good. The fuck you want me to say? Just tell us the truth, Sean. It's the first time I've seen these players up close.
Is that simply as a result of, I mean, it's so hot, it's so intense, or is it a standard kind of thing? You know, the quality of the first team.
Maybe the intensity of some of these young lads, because we've got a fair few of them here. Some of the 17-year-olds, we've got quite a lot of them.
That's worrying for Celtic. Sean Maloney confirming that the squad's that threadbare, that we've not only had to bring the B team, but we've had to bring the players that are 16 and 17-year-old along to see where they are. And Celtic aren't going to see Sean Maloney, Mark Fotheringham and Martin O'Neill will not see the fruition of 16 and 17-year-olds at Celtic. Not a chance.
But I'd say the same as well with the senior guys. I think it's more like a cumulative thing. So like we've done a lot of double sessions. We did double sessions before we came even to Ireland. We've travelled and things like that. But that's pretty normal with pre-season, the amount of sort of sessions that we get in. I think everyone's sort of, as we get to this stage in the sort of Portugal camp, I'd imagine everyone's got to that sort of like they're quite fatigued. But it is harder for the young lads. Like they've had one pre-season in their career, which was last year, the 16-year when they're 16. So everything, you've got to step up in intensity and the level of play.
Interesting. Told us nothing. Sean Maloney told us nothing. You can see the full interview if you pay for it and you're going to the Celtic player, but that's all that they're giving you on YouTube. It's very worrying from a Celtic perspective that we are in this position where we are only 30 odd days away from participating in a Champions League qualifier, and the training camp's full of 16 and 17-year-olds that fucking just aren't good enough and are not going to make the grade. This year, this season, I don't mean in the future. And a bit of good news, and let's get a bit of good news, because we all need a bit of good news in our life when it comes to Celtic. And a big shout out to John Cameron. And specifically, why John Cameron? Because John Cameron is bursting with pride. John Cameron is bursting with pride. He still can't believe that his son is now a professional footballer with Celtic. He was never signing anywhere else. Fuck. Fair play to you, mate. Congratulations. And I am absolutely buzzing for you and your family. Honestly. Having watched my cousin's lad coming through another football team in the SPFL and getting his first taste of first team football just at the weekend there, I get it. I do. I get it. And I hope that this is the beginning of a fantastic journey for your son, John. I really do. I hope it is the beginning of something really special. And I hope he enjoys every minute, and I hope he stays and gets into the first team and becomes a legend. An absolute legend. Because we can all turn around and say, we remember the day when his dad jumped onto Twitter and he said, bursting with pride, still can't believe my son is now a professional footballer with Celtic. That's what we want as players. That's who we want as players. That's who we want in the Celtic family. A dad that's bursting with joy. Bursting with pride. So we need to, when this young man eventually gets in near the first team, just remember, you've seen it here first, and back the fuck off him. Don't give him any hassle. Don't say he's passion, he's no good enough. Give the boy a chance. That's all I'm asking for. And I'm sure that's what his dad's asking for. On the flip side of the coin, there's always a yin and yang with Celtic. And I don't mean Rio Hatate and Yang on the wing. I mean the fact that another Celtic youngster has been linked with an exit from Celtic. I'm going to move on for that. Yeah, let's just move on from it completely. Anyway, Rio Hatate was also spotted at the training camp in Portugal. It wasn't just Martin O'Neill who was left. People will Photoshop that picture of Martin O'Neill. People will Photoshop that and put it with a certain Colombian. Can't beat it. Anyway, there's Callum McGregor looking all smiles and happy. For me, that says Callum McGregor is more than likely staying at Celtic. Rio Hatate, is Rio ready to play in the game tomorrow night? Is Rio ready to put in the performance of his life for Celtic? Or is the man who needs gum, is training that bad at Celtic? Is training that physical at Celtic that Rio Hatate needs to wear a gum shield in training? And there's back to Martin O'Neill. But anyway, that is that's live from the training camp from this side of the border. Tomorrow I'll be the other side of the border, so I'll hopefully be able to give you some up close and personal footage from Celtic. When it comes to Callum McGregor, is that any news in Callum McGregor? There's nothing specific. There's nothing that says that Callum McGregor is on his way out. Celtic have had an offer for Arne Engels. Arne Engels scores again, 11 million down the drain. It looks like that Arne Engels will be out of Celtic Park soon. And there is a bit of other news that was kicking around this evening. And remember how we all wanted the hotel out the front to give us that bit of income? Celtic have redrawn the plans. Celtic have submitted plans to create a new sports pitch in front of Celtic Park. The club is seeking permission from Glasgow City Council to build a multi-use games area outside the stadium that will a facility that will be operated by Celtic Foundation if the application is approved. Aye. Rest in peace, the hotel. Because if we go down, the only bit of land that they could build it on is the piece of land that's kind of behind the ticket office. They're not going to build it on the land that's behind where the staff park, because the bit of ground behind that is also where the car park for people that sit in the Celtic lounge. So they're not going to take away that car park. The only spare bit of ground in Ouija talk, the spare bit of ground that they do have is no ambition at all, is there? Just no ambition at all. If approved, the multi-use area would provide free space and secure space for local youngsters to play football and take part in other outdoor activities. Supervision of the Celtic FC Foundation. That's all the news I'm going to give on that. Let's jump into the comments tonight to see what you're all saying about the excitement of is McGregor going to leave Celtic? I don't think so. Martin O'Neill looks deflated, and every other manager since him. Yeah, he's another yes man. Don't say that about Martin. I mean, what could give you the impression that Martin O'Neill is a yes man? What could really, how stupid, how incompetent are Celtic social media team to put out a picture like that of your current manager, of the man that's to take us forward over the next season? That's all that I'm saying. And yes, Martin does this. Yeah, Martin does look a bit, just a little tad peed off in that one. Martin would have more chance if he wrote to Santa, says Helen. And remember the last time that Santa was at Celtic Park, he was handing out trophies in May. What game is the channel on tomorrow? Don't know, because I'll be there. I will be there. Hola amigos. Hola amigos. I don't think that they say hola amigos in Portuguese. Just saying. Get deals. Take time. Celtic. If Cal goes so late in the window, it could cause. This will close our board. Listen, we spoke about this morning. If Callum McGregor goes in this window, Martin O'Neill will be sitting going, do you think McGregor will leave Celtic? I think there's only one person that will really know that, and that is close to the situation. And maybe that's what's on the mind of Martin O'Neill. What do we do in midfield? Serious question. What do we do in midfield if Callum McGregor leaves this summer? It's not a clickbait question. It's a serious question, because you're going to be left with the likes of Paulo Bernardo in the first team picture. You're going to be left with the likes of Luke McCowan in midfield. Oxlade-Chamberlain, he could maybe take over the role for the pivot at the back. But that's only a 1 year deal. That's not long term. Benji Negrin, he's spoken about the fact that, well, he's played at the World Cup. He will see himself playing at a higher level than Celtic. Arne Engels wants away this summer. If the worst case scenario plays out, that Arne Engels leaves for 25 million, Rio Hatate leaves for 5 million, Callum McGregor leaves for 2 million, we are left with Oxlade-Chamberlain, Benji Negrin, Luke McCowan and Paulo Bernardo to play out for a midfield three. It is no wonder that Martin O'Neill is thinking, why the hell did I come back? Seriously. Is there a get-out clause? Is there you've got to prove yourself within the first 30 days of the contract? Is there a probationary period that if you don't live up to the expectations in the first 30 days that you can get sacked and get out? Don't want to make you panic, but Martin discovered what every other manager's been up to, was been putting up to. Do you think that McGregor will leave? I'm not 100% sure. I don't think he will. I think that he would ultimately want to. I think his agent is putting Celtic over a barrel. I think his agent is saying to Celtic, like, give us a new deal and we won't push for a deal for him to go to Saudi or Dubai or wherever he ends up. I think that for Martin O'Neill to come out and say, look, I understand when you're the other age of 30, it's all about, that final deal, that one deal that kind of you bank the cash. I get it. People in business do it. One last hurrah before they retire. Personally, I don't think that Callum McGregor really, really wants to leave Celtic, but when you see players, and Callum McGregor's not stupid. Whilst it's okay for Scott Brown to turn around and say to players, and Scott Brown can talk from experience, I wonder how many players have WhatsApped Callum. Now, if you remember, when Scott Brown was captain, Scott Brown said, I've had many players that have come back to me 6 months later and said I made a mistake. We should never have left. We should have stayed at Celtic. Money's not everything. Don't know. Fans, winning stuff, European football can matter a lot more to a player. And when you walk away from that, and Scott Brown said, you could name numerous players that have given him a message and said, shouldn't have done it. I wonder how many have said that to Callum McGregor. On the other hand, you have Callum McGregor that sees buying average players. Ryan Christie leave Celtic and more than triple their wages. And Callum's meant to be thinking to himself, wait a minute here. I don't know, the clock's ticking on my football career. The clock's ticking on the last chance of me earning 40, 50 grand a week. Crazy money as far as me and you are concerned. Crazy money. Don't know, it's footballers' cash. That's the average Joe like me and you, the average woman that watches this channel. There is no danger of we earning anything. Even anyone that runs a business that's earning 50 grand a week has got an unbelievable amount of costs that maybe comes with that 50 grand a week. Do you know, you've got labour costs, you've got materials costs, you've got travel costs, you've got etc, etc. Callum McGregor's got one thing to think about, and that's him and his family. And maybe he's sick fed up of seeing Ryan Christie type players leave Celtic and just sit and go, mate, oofed. I'm sorted. I'm sorted when I retire. I don't need to open up a pub like my Uncle Eddie did. Do you know what I mean? It is a bit of a shambles. Anyway, I honestly didn't expect Sean to sound so polite when he spoke. Why not? You never heard Sean Maloney speak before? Martin and Co need to speak their minds. Stop holding back. I'm going to keep saying it. This is what, yes, men look like, says Glaswegian Ian. Sean Maloney sounds a bit pissed off. Do you think so? Do we still have the interview? I think that he was... Let me just get back to it. Oh, by the way, there is big news. Because until the next game, it is 23 hours and 20 minutes. This time tomorrow, we'll be halfway through the game. And we'll be sitting going, can we just go to Europa? By this time tomorrow, at half time. But anyway, that is Celtic saying that there is a big game. Let's get on to the news section and get on to that Sean Maloney thing again. Well, I better not show it because Celtic will try and do me for copyright. Talking about the game tomorrow. Let me just do this. Let's just listen to it again for those that weren't on quick. Right, this is Sean Maloney talking live from Portugal via the Celtic Player Today.
It's been hard. It's been good for the players. I'd imagine it's been it's been quite difficult. We've done a lot of sessions now. We've got sort of like different groups of players. We've got some of obviously the more senior first team players. We've got a lot of the B team boys and a lot of boys that maybe came back to us from loans and things like that. So I think the younger ones have found it really, really tough. But it's been good. It has. It's some of the young players. It's the first time I've seen them up close for a prolonged period. So yeah, it's been good. Yeah, it has.
he was very confused, isn't he? He's very, yeah. It's not the Celtic that you would want to go into pre-season. It shows us that. Just tell the truth, Sean. Look at how many players we let go at the end of the season. There's been around about 14 players have left Celtic. We're still undecided. One of the easiest deals to be done, and Kelechi Iheanacho is still training in a foreign land. Let's go into Insta. I think the Kelechi one. Oh, Stephen Welsh has signed for Swansea. There we go, Stephen White. First interview with Swansea. Stephen Welsh. Odin Holm. Wait a minute, what's Odin Holm doing? Well, hold the bus. Odin Holm has been split. The forgotten man. Hold the bus. Wait a minute here. Right. He's alive and well and he's playing football and he's training somewhere. I'm speechless. It's Odin Holm. What the fuck? I was starting to think that this guy was an enigma, that he didn't really exist, that he was just on. He was on the Celtic Park loan list. But there's Odin Holm training as a football player. Is anybody else really confused? There's a super chat coming. It's from Danny Cassie. Thank you for that, Danny. Thank you for that. I'm going to jump to the end of the comments. Can we just take in breaking news? There's breaking news. Wait a minute. Where is the breaking news? I can't see your other comment. Breaking news all over. Breaking news all over? All over what? Camilio Duran may miss tomorrow's friendly as he's missed two. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fucking give a break, man. Jesus, come on. You have another. You have. He's got the lurgy. He's travelled to Portugal and he's drank the water in Portugal. And he's went. You've never seen pictures of Odin Holm in training. Anyway, there's so much breaking news. It's look, he's alive. He is alive. Ah. Are the board still on holiday? I think so. Sean always sounds like that. He's actually upbeat. Yeah. Last month, Callum was in Spain in Brendan's area. You would mean Mallorca, Palma area. Do you think that Callum went to see Brendan in Palma like he did a few seasons ago? Interesting. This board have no ambition. It's understandable why players are leaving. Celtic are believed to have a contract with. Well, there we go. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Hod the bus. Hod the bus. We've left one behind. Fucking right. He'd couldn't. Who's missing? He's been on loan for ages. Mate, no, let's put this into perspective. Let me come off the screen in a minute. Stephen. because Celtic are ridiculous. Celtic still had him in America, right? Let me get on the Celtic website. Teams, unless they've updated it. You didn't look. This is how crazy it is. Los Angeles. They have Odin Holm at Los Angeles until 2025. See, I'll highlight it. There. They have him on loan to Los Angeles FC until the 30th of the 12th, 2025. It's the 13th of July, 2026. And Celtic haven't updated the website, Stephen. He's not on loan in America. It's just... Anyway, oh, let's go off the screen. Celtic are doing me head in tonight. Maloney was just trying not to swear. Even Sean knows this is embarrassing. Yes, this is it. Rags to us. Couldn't. Yeah, I mean, people are saying that Odin Holm can't play football because he's got a medical condition. Come on, something's not right about this. For a player that's got a medical condition that can't kick a ball, and here he is in training, looking physically fit. But according to Celtic and the mainstream media in Scotland, this guy's got a disease and he can't play football. Maybe it's allergic to Celtic pish. Ascites. Maybe that's what it is. I thought he was another McCarthy. Me too. What's the Nicholas Kuhn rumour? Fuck all, because Nicholas Kuhn is shite. That's not all. Scroll back. Oh, Jesus. Can you not just post that again? Jota returning. Kelechi has been offered a contract. Oh, wow. So, according to the breaking news, is it on Twitter? Give me the link. Don't just give me hearsay. According to the breaking news, Jota will be back in training at Lennoxtown on Monday. Can get in there. Let's find Jota. Let's get off this screen first of all. Let's do all this live. I don't know. Let's see. Where's the Jota stuff coming from? Well, according to someone that's in Portugal, Martin Shearer, Martin O'Neill was given a major update on Jota's Celtic return. He's back with us a week on a Monday. The winger will stay out until Halloween, but he continues his recovery from serious knee injury. Martin O'Neill also confirms that he has been forced to scrub Jota from his plans this season, despite the winger being able to be on his way back to Lennoxtown this coming week and continue his rehab, but he will not be back in action until later on this year. Martin O'Neill insists that the star remains some way off, and he has no option but to put him at the back of his mind for now. Speaking from the Celtic training camp in the Algarve, Martin O'Neill said he's back with us on a week on Monday. He'll be back being fit. Being fit are two different things. Being back with us and being fit are two different things. It might be being conservative, but it could be Halloween. Remember, the 5th of November. Build a bonfire. Put the Rangers on the top, put the Jambos in the middle, and you know the rest of the song. Anyway, but we'll have a better idea. So he could be back for the end of October, November. Still the same. He's been doing his work in his hometown, said Martin O'Neill. He's been back with us. He'll be back with us a week on Monday, so it's sooner. I'd rather get him on the field, but it's better that he gets out on the grass, and I think that we need to get doing a lot of training with him. Get out on the grass and doing straight line running for the cruciate. I know this myself because I'm doing different twists and turns and stuff like that is here in the game, the modern game. He's been out a long time and he feels as if he's doing fine. Martin O'Neill suggested that Jota could be back in action by the end of October. Let's face it, it's going to be November. Until he's nearly fit to play, I'm sorry, but you just have to dismiss him from the scene completely. I can't keep thinking every single day, says Martin O'Neill, that he's going to be playing. I have already dismissed him until, at the earliest, Halloween. He's going to pull off the mask of Yang. It's really a bad Jota. Anyway. She could have just sent a WhatsApp. It'd be easier. I can't go through all the comments. There's over 225 comments. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's get the next bit that's coming in. Martin O'Neill has also confirmed that Celtic have confirmed Kelechi Iheanacho a new deal, but reports are claiming a 2-year contract has been agreed as wide of the mark. No update on the Marcelo Sriracha, and he's unaware of the fresh Arne Engels bids, according to Martin O'Neill. I need to get to Martin O'Neill tomorrow. We need to speak to Martin. We need to make it happen. That's the task for tomorrow. We need to get up close and personal with Martin and ask him the questions. The one Celtic fans you need to know, Martin. What's the script? So, Martin, it's happening. There is another one, but this guy's not usually right though, is it? No, he just takes it from everyone else. Yeah, so Martin has confirmed that Jota is back at Lennoxtown to get physically fit after his long layoff. Martin O'Neill has dismissed him until November. So that is it. That is the breaking news this evening. I apologise for not seeing that. It would be easier when you just, you know. Anyway. I did say the WhatsApp, but the screen wasn't open. There's only 2 screens. We need a replacement for Forrest McGregor in early and learning the trade. Well, that should have happened a long time ago. Just wait a minute. What? Clients getting in touch with me when I'm live. Anyway, right, that is me done and dusted for this evening. There's been loads of breaking news tonight, thanks to Michelle putting in the breaking news. Breaking news that Jota is about back, and Jim, he will be there tomorrow. He will be there tomorrow, Jim. Trust me in that one. And I need to get in touch with you about the cheap hotels for when I come back to Scotland. We definitely keep Nugent. Apparently another one of our youngsters off. Yes, we did talk about that one earlier. I've not got the screen now. But anyway, that is me done and dusted for this evening. Why are Celtic a bunch of miserable... If we're leaving recruiting to Nicholson, then we're effed. Yes, this is Vest. And then Mary says that Michelle's doing her best to try and keep us updated, whilst I read the whole 245 comments. Maybe tomorrow she could read the comments and I'll read the news. Have a fantastic day, Celtic fans, wherever you are. Tomorrow We come from Portugal.